So today we're going to make these fantastic cornmeal chili encrusted bassa fillets. You can use any white fish if you want. You can use cod, haddock, orange roughy would be really fantastic as well in this particular recipe. Because they are bassa fillets and because cameraman Dave is a huge James Bond fan, we're going to call these Shirley Bassa fish. So I'm going to take my one...
That's a nod to Goldfinger.
It's a nod to Goldfinger, yes.
For those who don't
Rent
know.
it tonight and make these Shirley Bassa fillets. So here I'm going to put in my 1/3 cup of cornmeal, my 1/3 cup of flour. I probably make too much crust, but I'd rather have more than not enough. And you can probably do several more fillets, I would gather. This is my 1 teaspoon of chili powder, a tablespoon of dried parsley, salt. I'm going to give it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 grinds, and pepper. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ooh, a little bit of peppery spice. And remember the lesson we had on whisks? I'm going to use my little whisk here just to make sure I mix all the ingredients well and that you're going to have that terrific cornmeal crunch and the parsley and the chili powder running through every bite of your bassas. You bassa! I'm going to start to swear at cameraman Dave now. I'm going to call him a bassa. He has nothing to say. That's pretty surprising. Okay, so if you remember from the chicken gizmondo, I'm going to put half my crust mixture and just run it along this fantastic little shallow bowl that I have. I've had this for a while. I really quite like it. Now, I am going to put some mayonnaise and brush this on the bassa just so it can give the mixture something to cling to.
Mayonnaise?
Yes.
That's crazy.
It's absolutely insane. We're going...
Who uses mayonnaise
well,
on fish?
you know, I think the mayonnaise people would probably say this is a fantastic idea. Now, I am going to throw these in the crumb mixture just with the mayonnaise side on, like so, because... Oh, how shall I do this? Yes, let's do it like that. Because this way, let me just get a piece of paper to wipe my hands. This way I can do the mayo without it sticking to anything else. What's that, cameraman Dave?
Do the mayo.
Do the mayo. Okay, brings us back to our disco days. Mine, not cameraman Dave's, because he's not a disco fan at all. No. He probably was sitting in somebody's basement rocking his head back and forth with some hard rock, I would assume. Is that true?
Well, I listened to hard rock, but I didn't have friends. So.
Oh, okay. So you were just sitting in your room, alone, lonely,
pathetic,
listening to Stairway to Heaven.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, well. That's sad for you.
That's right. Good thing I got married.
Well, now I'm starting to question my marital choice.
Yeah.
Now I'm sprinkling the rest of this crumb mixture on top. You see why I like to do it this way? Because you know how I have a big thing about crumb fingers, which would be another great James Bond. Crumb fingers. Da, 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 da. But that was Shirley Bassey too.
Which is...
Brings us right back to the Shirley Bassey. Or Shirley Bassa in our particular case. Okay, so I have coated these bassas, and I am just going to give them a little bit of a
crumb finger.
Crumb fingers. Da 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 da. Patting it down ever so nicely, trying to encrust as much as I can. Okay, I admit I have to get right in there and use my crumb fingers regardless.
You might say it's a bit of an odd job.
I don't get it.
You obviously have never seen Goldfinger.
Well,
he was his henchman. He was Goldfinger's henchman.
Odd Job?
Odd Job.
I did not know that.
Yeah, he's the guy that would fling the derby and chop the heads off of people.
Oh. Well, I must have a revisit.
Yeah, I think you should.
I see. Well, see how much we learned. This, who knew that this was going to be a whole James Bond fest today?
This is.
Well, probably. Do you think a martini would go great with this?
Actually, it probably would, because it would go great with just about anything.
Yeah, that's true. Anything but now, because we're starving, right? So we're going to have this with a nice green salad with the wonderful Italian vinaigrette that we made. Okay, so these look very encrusted to me, as do my fingers. So much for my theory. Okay, I'm going to go wash my hands, and then we're going to go to the frying pan and fry up these babies in just about 1 minute.